And make sure we're recording. Alright. Hello everyone, good morning. My name is ThePandaPhotographer and I had a conversation with Comic Audio, and my conversations through Instagram with Rita has been amazing. Right? This is marketing. My conversations with Yolanda with sales has been terrible because she's not knowledgeable about the product. I'm going to get to the point. The point is, she does not, and she's not aware that the BoomX-D system is meant to monitor audio as well as use it for audio. So I have the MI receiver for iPhone. Like I said, I have the MI receiver for iPhone. I use the 3.5 jack when I'm doing street logging with my headphones, my Sony 1000 MX3s, right? I also use the BoomX-D receiver to monitor audio when I'm using on my cameras. So, Comic-Con promoted this in a few videos that started a trend to this community. I'm a travel consultant, travel photographer, and a documentarian. I'm an audiophile. When it comes down to my audio, it's so important. When I modeled the 3.5 jack from the MI receiver for the iPhone, right? I had no issues with it, but in the last month or so, I have issues with it. So Rita reached out to Comic-Con Sales. Comic-Con Sales, Yolanda reached out to I reached out to Yolanda back and sent her not only a clear explanation what was going on with the receiver's 3.5 headphone jack, that is not sending a signal and it's not stable, it cuts in and out, but I also sent her raw video audio samples, what it was doing. I also sent her videos how I had it hooked up to the H4n Pro. And this is where her lack of knowledge about the receiver comes to play. So I stated to Rita this morning that Yolanda made a big mistake by telling me that the 3.5 jack on the MI receiver is not to be used with other devices. Now she stated that, and an email, there it is. We do not recommend using the MI receiver port to connect to other devices. I'm not actually connecting it to the receiver. What I'm doing is sending a signal from the 3.5 jack to my H4n Pro using a XLR cable to 3.5 jack. So I always have done this to a lot of other devices. Technically, based on the device and its components, it could be fragile. And that's what I think why she's saying that. Because honestly, when we had this unit, when we were in Milwaukee, we had some issues with this unit working in some cold environments. But I digress. But Yolanda here goes on to tells me that it's not meant to monitor audio, basically. Then, if that's the case, then I will not hook up my Sony 1000 MX3s to monitor my audio. So she's contradicting herself there. So I told Rita this morning, which she did not reply back. I just thought it was very displeased to hear that from Comic-Con Sales, when Comic-Con Sales is technically not tech support. They are only to receive warranties on a failed product. And honestly, the product did fail because the lightning port keeps caving it in. Every time you plug and take it out from the iPort or the Android. I never tested the Android, but on my iPhone and my receiver, I had to glue the lightning port back in place by opening the device and put it back in place. Whatever type of adhesive glue that they're using, it's pretty cheap, fails over time. But our conversation, Yolanda's conversations with started off good, and then she started asking the same questions over and over again, accusing me of damaging. I know what she was trying to do. Trying to accuse me of damaging the device by hooking it up, by monitoring my audio interface device to the MI receiver. But that's not the case. The case is that Comica BoomX-D is meant for that reason. So my experience with warranty and sales has been not great, but neutral, because I'm telling Yolanda that I'm more knowledgeable about the product than you are. And the way she asked questions made it obvious, because this is what she did. She takes my picture. She takes my picture and asks me about the cable. I said, what's wrong with the cable? That cable could have been anything. That cable could have been to my headphones. And she's telling me not to plug it up. Wow. You don't know what you're talking about, Yolanda. Sorry, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to stick with Rita, even though she's just marketing. And she knows more about the device than Yolanda knows. But I digress. But also, Comic-Con sells all these adapters for the 3.5 jack, so you can use it. Oh my panda. They sell the lavalier microphones for the 3.5, or not the lavalier mics, the cables for the 3.5 headphone jack. Yeah, you can go to the store and you can look for it, right? And you can see microphone accessories. This page loads up pretty slow, but you can see adapters to 3.5 jacks, lavalier microphones. You see all these cables? This is for monitoring output. Again, Yolanda, you contradicted yourself. These cables are meant to adapt to the MI receiver to monitor audio, but you fail to realize that. This is why you should leave it up to us YouTubers, us real audiophiles. Look, they even sell the XLR cable for the MI receiver. They literally sell it. So Yolanda, you literally contradicted yourself in this email. So, Comic-Con Audio, take this video with a grain of salt. She just proved my point. You guys sell the XLR cables. So, and not only that, you guys, you sell the SPXMI cable, which is very interesting because those are really easy to find. So, Yolanda, once again, you're contradicted yourself. So, if you're going to be sales and try to be tech support at the same time, you fail at both, because you're only supposed to do sales. You're only supposed to ask me, like I provided you in the very first email, with the video files, the audio files, and the photos, and address where you can ship it to. And she asks me for the address again this morning. So, with that said, everyone, my experience with Comic-Con Audio with warranty has been neutral. It's not bad, it's just been neutral. It just shows you that not everyone in certain departments know about their own devices or their own products. But with that said, Rita, thank you for having conversations. And I do recommend still buying the Comic-Con audio systems because it works really well. But the MI receiver, I'm glad they updated it to the VDlive10, which is a much better and better built audio system, by the way. But with that said, I'm the Panda Photographer, everyone. Please do subscribe, like, and share. You guys want to support the channel financially. There's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. With that said, eat, sleep, photography, audio, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Happy shooting.